How did I get 2? This is called a constant function because I don't have any algebraic expressions here.
Okay.
They're just constants. So if x is greater than 0, my y is going to be 2. Period.
So you don't take the f of 2 times 2?
Nope, no, I don't do anything. Remember, if x is greater, this is my restriction. X is greater than 0, and it is, it's 2, then it's this algebraic expression. There's nothing to compute here. It's a constant. Okay? This actually probably confuses students the most because they want to compute something. And it's not. It's just a constant function. You understand? Because you're gonna come across that quite a bit.
So would 5 would be 2?
Number 5.
5 on the left. There you go.
Oh, that goes for the g of x.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you're gonna have to use that piecewise. All right, so let's look at number 2.
Say where f would be 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so number 2, I have -4. Which expression am I going to use, top or bottom? -4. Top. Okay, so x is -4. It's less than or equal to 0, so y equals 3. How about 0? Number 3. Which function, which expression am I going to use? Top. It's just a constant, so it's 3. How about 1/2? Number 4. Bottom, because it's greater than 0, so it's 2. Okay. Now, number 5 starts the g of x. Okay? The g of x, let me use 2 different colors. Here's my restriction. If it's less than or less than or equal to 3, my algebraic expression is x plus 5. Now I'm going to have to compute, right? Okay, if it's greater than 3, then I use the algebraic expression 2x minus 1. Okay? So number 7, my x is 7. Which one? The bottom one, so it's 2x minus 1. And then I substitute in 7 for the x. 7 times 2? 14. 14 minus 1. How about g of 0? Top one, because it's less than or equal to 3. So I'm going to substitute in 0 for x. 0 plus 5 is 5. How about -1? Top. So this equals -1 plus 5. Positive 4, right? G of 3. Top one, because it equals 3. 3 times 5. 3 plus 5. 8. Okay. Are you good with which function to use? Okay. All right, now we're going to graph them. This is where the fun starts, huh? Yes, we have to. Huh? I think you guys got it. All right, number 13. Guys ready? Here's my restrictions. If x is less than 1, you could use a calculator for this. I think it's almost easier without a calculator. You can use a calculator. Calculator. If x is less than or equal to 1, I use the algebraic 2x minus 1. Okay? If x is greater than 1, Then I use the algebraic function or expression 3x plus 1. Okay? Now, couple of things. The first thing, this restriction, this 1, that is my boundary line. What do I mean? I'll show you. I don't even know how to spell boundary. Boundary?
I think boundary.
Boundary.
There's an A after the D.
Boundary. Boundary line. How about just BL? Okay, so at 1, x equal 1. Remember, x equal to the number is a vertical line, right? I'm going to put my boundary line. There's my boundary line. There's my boundary line. Okay. Now, let's review. If x is less than or equal to 1, I use the expression 2x minus 1. So if my x is less than 1, I use my expression 2x minus 1. Fair enough? If x is greater than 1, so if my x is greater than 1, I use my expression 3x plus 1. With me? Okay, how many points do I need to make a line? 2. So for each one of these, I need 2 points. So for each one of these, I need 2 points, because I need a line. Here's the tricky part. For my first point, remember, you always get to choose x, you figure out what y is. Input, you put your input in, and you get your output. So you always choose x. For your first x, you must use your boundary line value. So it's got to be 1, and it's got to be 1. Okay? You don't have a choice on that. So if I plug in 1 for my x, I get 2 times 1, which is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. There's my first point. Now, this is less than or equal to 1. We did the 1. Give me a number less than 1. How about 0? That would be easy. Let's choose 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Okay. Now, I'm going to look for open and closed points. Just like we did back in Algebra 1, where you put an open circle, filled it in, or closed circle and whatnot. This one has the equal sign, so it gets the closed circle, which means this one gets the open circle. So at 1, 1, I have a closed circle. 1, 1 is a closed circle. And then here's another point. 0, negative 1. 0, negative 1. Here is my line. You look confused. She looks confused.
I can't breathe out of my nose.
You got it though? I mean, does it make sense? Eh?
For the second set of points, when you chose 0, can you just pick any number
Less than 1. Yeah, you could choose negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, any number you want, as long as it's less than 1.
But the first x on both sides has to
The first x has to be that boundary line value. Okay? What? Because of the equal sign with my inequality. See, that has an equal sign? So this gets closed. This is my less than or equal to 1 algebraic expression, right? Okay. This one gets an open circle because there's no equal sign there. What's that? What's right on the line? It's closed. Yeah, you guys are going to have to, I mean, I'll show you how to do an open circle. Go ahead and make it big so that you know the difference between it. Let's do the other one. Okay?
You don't have to do anything else with the second step?
No, we got the line. Remember, there's a restriction here. These are restricted domains. So you're only going to have half a line for these. Okay? Let's do this other one. Let's put 1 in. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So that's my y. Give me another number bigger than 1. 2. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1, 7. So an open circle at 1, comma 4. So 1, comma 4 is an open circle, okay? And then the other point, 2, comma 7, 2, comma 7 is another point. If you want to use a straight edge or something, that's fine. There's my piecewise function.
Do you have to do that second part?
Yes, you got to do everything that's here. So, yes, it's a lot of work. Watch your details, but it's not extremely difficult. You just got to be detailed here, okay? You're always going to have a closed circle and an open circle. The second point's just a point. You just plot a point. Yeah, it's closed. All right, let's do another one. I don't want to do one with fractions because you guys will skip it. How about 15? Okay, so this is my function if x is greater than 3. This is going to be the function I use if x is less than or equal to 3. My boundary line is 3. Okay, so I'm going to go to 3, and I'm going to put my vertical line there. Let's see if this color works better.
I already like it better. Can you do it, make them a little bit bigger?
That's not very good either.
Just get a black marker, dude.
Can you see it? Okay, there's my boundary line. X equals 3. Okay, so for everything greater than 3, so when my x is greater than 3, I use the expression x plus 2. Need my 2 points. For everything less than or equal to 3, I use x minus 3. Okay. For my first x, I must use 3. Let's see, the bottom one, or the x less than or equal to 3 is my closed circle. And then my other one's going to have the open circle. All right. Let's start with the bottom one. If x is 3, 3 minus 3 is 0. I got to choose a number that's less than or equal to 3. I always like to choose 0. If I can use 0, I'd like to use 0. So I'm going to choose 0. It's less than 3. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. So, I have a closed circle at 3 comma 0. Here's 3 comma 0, closed circle, and then 0 comma negative 3. 0 comma negative 3 is another point. So here's my line for that. Okay, the other restriction. 3 plus 2 is 5. I need something bigger than 3. I'm going to spread it out just a little bit. I'm going to choose 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. So open circle at 3 comma 5. So here's 3 comma 5. Open circle. And then 5, 7. 5, 7.
Is the second point also an open circle?
No, it's a point, so it's just a closed circle point. Not that bad, right?
Are they always going to be in like different directions like that?
No. Sometimes they could look like, this. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it's take your time, watch the details,
Can
and
they be facing the same direction?
no.
Okay.
Because then there would be just one restriction, not two. Guys, get it? Let me see your practice worksheet. Tell you what. Let's, guys, shh. Finish. I'll tell you what. Finish the practice worksheet here, and we'll do some more practice problems tomorrow because guys want you to get used to this because then we do 3 restrictions.